So yesterday I made a video where our very own Honorable Sam George said the Russian guy who came to Ghana and then he disgraced our ladies like Ogui Yeman Animasi. Yes. And then he was like, nah, me being the minister, I will not sit down and then watch my citizens be disgraced. So he's trying his possible best to extradite the Russian guy to Ghana so that he faces our law, he faces our court, no mufani court jail. But so sad that the government of the country he was coming from, which is Russia, is not allowing extradition. To me call Russia and then bring somebody from Russia to your country and then like make the person face your law, make the person face your court or something. So this popped up on the media. The Russian ambassador made it clear that their constitution supersedes any extradition treaty, so Russia would not extradite its citizen from the Russian ambassador. That, nah, bro, we don't allow this in our country. So this is where Ghanaians are confused because they were like, bro, so which means we the Ghanaians are we making ourselves inferior to the foreigners? Because we've seen plenty instances where other countries come to Ghana, pick our citizens and then make them face the laws in their countries. Yeah, but near better we fraud. Why say then they can't carry then carry go. Then you go face law for there, and then the person is taken to jail in that same country. People are confused and asking, so why are we availing ourselves so much to them that they can come for us, but we can't go for foreigners and then bring them to our country to face the law? As for that one, me I no go fit talk some. Because me I no share that day the court. Them matters inside like that. Me I no go fit talk some. We go can be assembly baby. You understand? Because our government are the people making the laws and then exposing us to this. Because why can't we go for them, but they can't come for us? Why? So a letter was brought to the citizens of the country, which is Ghana, that Russia is not allowing anyone in Russia to come to Ghana to face law. So let me read this to you. Joint ministerial engagement with Russian ambassador over ongoing cybercrime investigation and engagement with the Russian ambassador. And I read, the Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Honorable Samuel Nate George, MP, and the Minister of Gender and Social Protection, Honorable Dr. Agnes Namu-Mulati, have held a high-level meeting with the Russian ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Sergei Bendnikov, to formally brief the embassy on ongoing investigations into a Russian national alleged to have secretly recorded Ghanaian women and distributed the footages online without their consent. The joint engagement forms part of government's ongoing efforts to protect its citizens and ensure accountability in a matter being treated strictly as cybercrime under Ghanaian law. Primarily, investigations by Ghanaian cybersecurity and law enforcement agencies indicate that the suspect allegedly recorded privately and then encountered with consent for publications and subsequently monetized the consent through online platforms. Authorities have initiated steps to trace digital and financial evidence linked to the case. The ministers emphasized that The matter is not one of morality or private relationship, but a clear criminal offense under Section 67 of the Cybersecurity Act 2020, Act 1038, which prohibits the non-consensual recording and dissemination of intimate images. So this is where they said they further note that investigations extend to any individual, whether foreign or Ghanaian, who may have redistributed the illegal material. So who nim what distribute images wey be or media and so know that you've also gone contrary to the cybersecurity law, and then you would also be arrested if gotten hold of say abiding sakawa yet also be to jail. And then the nearby me and say the person who redistributed this, you face the same like law. You so 10 years, I also be 10 years, or 3 years, I also be 3 years. So why redistribute if you know that this is illegal? So our very own Honorable Sam George is still saying that still now person on fa guy in the Embra Ghana, because this is a big disrespect to our flag as Ghanaians, because anywhere you see on the media is Ghanaian women are cheap, Ghanaian women are cheap, Ghanaian women are cheap, Ghanaian women are cheap. So a video popped up where our very own Honorable Sam George was with Minister of Gender, saying that still the guy, ebeba Ghana see. And then they have his passport. Yes, his passport is also out. And then his image is also out. They've gotten his image, his passport. So you know his name. First Obazi Efreni Yatislav will say there. But looking at the passport, you can see it's rather Vladislav will say Russia Dino Vladislav. Say Vladislav. That's the name on the passport, and then his image is also out there for the media to know who he really is. Because to me, who Chrome say, oh, maybe then they talk say, oh, some Russian guy be they eat women left, right, center. Then you go know your identity. So Honorable Sam George is like, why yes, the image at the about media and so wherever you find this guy globally, just know that he's being looked for by the Ghanaian government. So let's listen to what our Honorable Sam George said.
A number of the ladies have formally filed complaints that are being processed by the CID. And CID is working with us to escalate this to Interpol to issue an international arrest warrant for the gentleman. And so we're leaving no stone unturned. We are also preparing through the Cybersecurity Authority to present a docket through the Police Service and Attorney General for prosecution in absentia in our courts. And so this is not a matter that is just for this press conference. We'll pursue this matter to its logical legal conclusion. And so the CID is working with us to activate the Interpol protocols to issue an international arrest warrant for the gentleman. And just for the avoidance of doubt, we want to state for emphasis that the two ministries know who the individual is. In our meeting with the ambassador, his identity was established. We have his passport, which we'll be sharing with the media, his Russian passport. His first name is Vladislav, and his last name is Lyulkov. His passport with which he entered the country will be shared with the media so that his identity is also made known. And let us be clear, not all the women he has publicized were engaged in an intimate encounter with him. Some of the cases that have come to us, he barely met the women at the malls, said hi to them, engaged them, and there is actually no video, per the work the cybersecurity has done in some of those instances, of him and those ladies beyond the mall encounters. However, he splashed their images as though he had intimate encounters with all of these ladies. That is evil. And such a person must be brought to face the full rigors of the law.
And so that is the more reason why we are calling for empathy for these ladies. There are people who are genuinely innocent and they haven't had any intimacy with a said gentleman. But because he captured all of them as his victims, it's traumatizing almost all these ladies. And some have been quite suicidal about the whole issue. And so that is why we are saying that let us tread cautiously how we even open up discussions on these issues. But the intention and the assurance we are giving all Ghanaians is that nobody will violate any Ghanaian citizen and go scot-free. We're going to pursue it, and that is the charge His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has given.
So I think I've said everything in this video already, but a point was made when our very own ministers were speaking. They were like, Charlie, the girls, they see them all for the video inside. Then they beg. You know, be everybody way the Russian man buy for inside. Like, and you Biana, Russian man, Edininya, do you get me? Some of them weren't having any intimacy in there. It was just some videos in there that was circulated about them. Some also had intimate relationship with that guy this very day they met him. But any day say the Russian guy in a Ghana, no about face alone. So family, this is what I got for you today. This is the Hits Baba Show. Like, share, don't forget to do subscribe. I'm out.